Loving can hurt, loving can hurt your soul. Hi guys, this is Ian, and in today's tutorial I'm going to be teaching you how to play the intro riff of the song Photograph by Ed Sheeran. Now this intro riff will fit perfectly with the other easy strumming tutorial which I taught in a different video. So basically you just replace the intro for that with this riff and it will all fit together nicely. Okay, so to explain this riff, it's good to understand how it's structured. Now first of all, for the intro, what you're basically playing if you were strumming is you'd be playing C, A minor, G, F. Okay, if you're strumming, that's what you'd be playing for the intro. Now for the riff, you're still using these shapes in order to play the riff. So the first shape is C, and then you transition to A minor, but this is actually A minor 7, like this actual structure, but we won't talk too much about it. We'll just call it A minor. And then you transition to G, and normally when you strum you play it like that, but here you can actually play it like this, and I'm just keeping this finger stays here because it's needed for when you want to play that specific section, so just bear with me. And then F. Okay, so this is the full form. This is what it's like for this finger picking. Okay, so this is the bass form for C, and you maintain this pretty much. When you transition to A minor, this is the bass form of A minor, like the standard form. Let's say the standard bass can mean something else when you say bass. So standard form of A minor. So for the fingerstyle, this finger is released, and like this is sort of this is like an easier way to play G if you have trouble with transitioning chords. So for this, so the bass, the standard way to play G is like this, or like this. For the fingerstyle, what's happening is this middle finger is coming down to here, and this finger stays here. And then when you are playing F, this is the standard way you'd play F, and for this fingerstyle you'd be playing like that. So the middle finger is released. Okay, so C is like that, A minor, and then when you go to G, the ring finger comes up to the 3rd fret, and then when you transition to F, your ring finger comes down to the 4th string, 3rd fret. Okay, so C, A minor, so C to A minor, you release, to G, these two fingers stay where they are, and then you transition to F, the middle finger releases, and this moves from here to here. Okay? Okay, another thing to take note of is for every part, you're basically playing the same thing. The only thing that's really changing is your bass note. Okay? So if you look here, what you're playing is, I'll try and show it here. You're playing the bass note, and for the bass note for C is on the 5th string. So you play, and then you're playing the 2nd string. What you're doing is you're playing the 2nd string, which is here. So you're playing bass note, 2nd string, and here you release, and this finger is on the 2nd string of the 1st fret, so you're going, okay, then you're pressing it back down and you're playing it again, so you're going, sorry, okay, and so after you've done that, and this is a standard movement for all of them. So when you're playing C, the bass chord's on the 5th string. When you're playing A minor, the bass chord's on the 5th string as well. When you're playing G, the bass chord's on the 6th string. And then when you're playing F, the bass note is on the 4th string. Okay, so that's a standard part of it. And the next part is where you're going after you go. What you're going to do is you're going to play the 3rd string, so it goes. Okay, so bass note, 2nd, release, down again, and then 3rd. So and that's the same for all the chords. So if I was playing it for A minor, it'd be. And that's why you can't put this finger down here. That's why it has to stay open, so that you're playing the right string, the right note. So again, from C, it's bass note, and then 3rd string. Then for A minor, it's. And for G, bass note as well. And for F, it's. Okay, so I hope that's clear. Basically what I'm trying to communicate to you is that you're playing the same pattern for each chord. The only thing that's really changing is the position of the bass note, okay? And that's all you need to remember. You're playing the same thing. So bass note, 2nd string, 3rd string, and then there's the additional part, which I'll mention in a moment. Okay, so back to the C chord, where you're playing bass note, 2nd, lift up, down again, then 3rd string. So the 3rd string, nothing is pressing the 3rd string. Keep that in mind. Nothing is ever pressing the 3rd string for this whole thing. So the 3rd string is always open, no matter what chord form you're pressing. Okay. So remember, when you're pressing F, keep the middle finger off. Okay, so that's the main section. Then what you're doing after that is. Okay, this can be a bit tricky for some of you because it needs to utilize your pinky finger, which is the only finger which is available. So what you're doing is bass note, 2nd string, release, down, 3rd string, and then you're playing the 4th string, okay? So your pinky finger comes down onto the 3rd fret of the 4th string. Okay, so it's playing that. So pinky finger down the 3rd fret on the 4th string, down, and then you release, and you play that again. So bass note, 2nd, release, down, play again, 3rd string, and then 4th string with the pinky pressing down on the 3rd fret, and then release it, and you play the 4th string again. But what you're playing here is, I'll release everything so you can see. So what you're playing here is you're playing 3rd fret 4th string, then you're playing 2nd fret 4th string. Okay, so it's bass note, 2nd, lift, down again, 3rd, and then 4th on the 3rd fret, and then 2nd fret on the 4th string. Sorry, did I say that right? Yeah, so 4th string. So okay, in terms of string sequences, bass note, 2nd string, release, down, 2nd string, 3rd, 4th string, 4th string. Okay, 4th string, 4th string, 3rd fret, 2nd fret. So it goes like this at full speed. Okay, so you play that twice for C, and then after that you transition to A minor. So what happens here is you release your ring finger and now you're playing the same sequence of strings as what you're playing for C. And it goes like this: bass note, which is 5th string, and it's easier to see what's actually happening here. So bass note, and then 2nd string, 3rd string, then pinky finger down on the 3rd fret 4th string, and then up, and then this finger is here, it's ready, so you're not moving around, it's just waiting there for you to play it. So from C to A minor, it goes like this. It's easier to do that. Alright, so when you're playing the last one, when you're playing the 4th string, all you do is you play with the pinky down and then you lift it off to make the sound. So it goes so same as here where you're playing the 2nd string and lifting off and then down again to play. So for the 4th string you just play it and just release, okay? So it goes. To the A minor, okay, and then from here you transition to G, and it's exactly the same, you're just playing the bass note here, so it goes. Alright, so this middle finger is it's just locked here, it's stuck here for the first 3 chords. It only moves when you go to F, okay? So for G, it's the same. It's just remember the bass notes on the 6th string, 3rd fret, and you're going. Okay. Exactly the same as C and A minor as well, okay? And then when you transition to F, here's where things get a little bit different. Okay, so from here, this finger comes down to the 4th string, but because it's on the 4th string, if you put your finger here, what's going to happen is it's going to block this finger, okay? So what's going to happen is from here, because normally what you're doing is you're playing this 4th string 3rd fret with your pinky finger, but when you're playing the F, what you're gonna do is you just use your ring finger to do that, okay? That is the easiest thing to do, rather than like trying to switch from here to do it, switching from here, okay, I'm confusing myself. Rather than trying to use your pinky finger and just squashing everything here, you know, you've got perfectly good ring finger here. Just let it do the job, okay? So the way it would sound for this is it would be like this. Okay, so what I normally do when I'm playing is that I will normally lift this middle finger up, but I guess it's probably easier if you just leave it there and bring your finger down, because it doesn't make much of a difference. I'm just, out of habit, I will just release the finger, but you can keep your finger there if you want. Okay, so when you're transitioning from G, where it's going, when you come to F, just move it down, put it on the 4th fret, put it on the 3rd fret 4th string, so you're basically blocking this for now. And you're just going to play the same thing you would normally play with everything else, except that you're playing the bass note, which is on the 4th string. So you're playing. And then you just put your finger back down and just strum it. And from there you go into the verse. Loving can hurt. Okay, so just to quickly recap, what you're doing is you're playing the bass note, and then you're playing the 2nd string, where this index finger is resting on the second string, first fret, and you're going, so bass note, second string, so play it and lift off, and then down again, play it again, third string, which is open, like nothing, it's just open, and then fourth string with the pinky finger down on the third fret, fourth string, and then lift off to make the sound. And this middle finger is just resting on the second fret, fourth string all the time. So basically these two fingers, when you're playing it, they don't move at all. Like regardless of what I said before where this one lifts off, you can just keep it there. I think for simplicity, that's probably what you should do. So you can do that, and just remember the bass note for C is here. The bass note for A minor is when you release it and it's just an open note. The bass note for G is here, and the bass note for F is here. And just use that rhythm where you're going bass, second, lift off, second, third, fourth with pinky down, lift off. Okay, and that's pretty much how you play this. That's how you play the intro riff for the song Photograph by Ed Sheeran. So I hope that was clear enough, but that's pretty much it. It's pretty straightforward. Do that, and once you've done it, go into the verse. Loving can hurt. And if this is the first video which you've come to, you can go to the other tutorial, which is longer one, and it goes over the entire song and shows you the chords which you need to play in order to play the song Photograph by Ed Sheeran. So just stick that intro riff onto the beginning of that song and you're good to go. And as I mentioned before, if you want to play in the same key as the original song, capo onto the 4th fret and use like relative to the position of the fret. Let's say this is of the capo, so this is 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and just play the same thing. Loving can hurt. Alright, and that's it for this tutorial. Yeah, so any tips? I'm sorry, I don't think I have any more tips, but just keep in mind that the standard chord forms, the plucking is usually done around the standard chord form. Okay, so C, A minor, G, or in this case G and F. Okay, and that's pretty much it. I hope that was helpful. I tried to be as detailed as possible, and with that also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do, so that you can stay updated to new videos which get posted. If you have any questions or requests or anything specific that you're struggling with, like what is your biggest struggle at the moment when it comes to playing the guitar, please let me know. You can get in touch with me by either messaging me through the contact form on the learnguitarfasttips.com website, or you can leave a comment in the video below. You can like us on Facebook and you can send me a message there, or you can just, whatever works for you, just get in touch with me, let me know. And also, most importantly, subscribe to the channel so that you can stay updated to videos, or you can subscribe to my mailing list, which is available on the learnguitarfasttips.com website. Okay, with that, thanks again for watching. I hope it was helpful, and all the best in your guitar learning practice journey. Catch you again in the next video. See ya.